Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now August 23rd of 2021, and as we get closer and closer to the release of the Book of Boba Fett, by the way, which is coming out this December, a lot of fans are still wrapping their heads around what's to come by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni for the future of the franchise. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars material. Also, by the way, if you guys would like to go ahead and follow me at Mike01 on Twitter, I do post a couple of fun things on there and interact with you guys, so if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, go ahead and do so if you would like to. Now, we're in a very interesting moment because The Bad Batch Season 1 is now over. Episode 16 came to a close some time ago, and now Season 2 is announced. It's a very interesting way that Lucasfilm went and used The Bad Batch as an experimental TV show. Originally, it was only a limited series. Now they're making it into a full-fledged TV show with the opportunity of multiple seasons pretty much moving forward. So currently Jon and Dave, alright, we gotta give a lot of credit to these two guys because they recently got promotions over at Lucasfilm some months ago that gives them more creative control over these new TV shows and these books, novels, and comics and the like. That's really gonna all come together for this new expanded universe. Now, given that a lot of Star Wars Legends is set to return in 2022 and upwards, and I think that a lot of fans are looking forward to that, but we also have a lot of the fan favorite characters that are going to be embedded within the new EU starting in 2022. We got Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Ahsoka, Luke, and a lot more to come in the coming years. So the thing that really does take me by surprise personally is exactly what's been going on behind the scenes of the Acolyte TV show and how it does indeed involve actor Hayden Christensen and the problems that have been rising behind the scenes between himself, Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, and Leslye Headland. Let's get into it. So now that Disney and Lucasfilm are beginning to film The Mandalorian Season 3 as well as the Ahsoka Tano series, which will begin in 2022, both Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have been hard at work on developing the new projects and are getting ready to announce also brand new ones by this November. However, it's best described that recently behind the scenes, some problems have been rising with actor Hayden Christensen that had to do with a current Star Wars project. It's noted that both writer Leslye Headland and Kathleen Kennedy on the Acolyte series originally agreed with George Lucas some months ago to include Hayden as an actual cameo, to have some form of a cameo in the Acolyte series in the form of a vision of the future about the philosophy of the Chosen One, and that Hayden was signed on for a small but important cameo for the series that would actually involve a Jedi temple on an ancient world. Now, since the recent rewrites of the show, Kathleen Kennedy and Leslye Headland recently made the big decision to cut Hayden Christensen from actually appearing in the Acolyte series for Disney Plus, and that this is stirring up a conflict between many creators and even the actor himself, who is said to be deeply disappointed in the disjointed leadership over at Lucasfilm. Now, Hayden is best described to have been involved with his agent about this matter, and that even the higher-ups over at Disney got involved on this issue, with Kathleen Kennedy in particular. Now, Hayden is said to have already had a starting date to film for his cameo in January of 22 that would take roughly 3 days to complete, and that all of this has been cancelled because of a shift in plans on a creative level by Kathleen Kennedy to exclude Anakin from the series, since they are all going to be reworking the meaning of the Chosen One. Now, though Hayden is still going to have major scenes in the Kenobi and Ahsoka series, plus an animated TV show, Christensen was actually said to have been very excited to work his way into the Acolyte series, since the scene was going to actually touch on the prophecy of the Chosen One in great detail by a younger version of Yoda that was also going to be part of the scene, all of which has been spread apart and cut out of the series that was set to take place in the 6th episode of the show that will be 12 episodes long in total. George Lucas and Jon Favreau are described to be enraged over this decision by Kathleen Kennedy and are going to be giving Hayden extra treatment in the marketing of the Kenobi series by the fall into spring of 2022 that will raise the hype of Anakin's return for the fans. Let me just say one thing right here. I mean, this is just really infuriating, to say the least. The fact that Kathleen Kennedy pulled another game like this again. She did this with Hayden in The Rise of Skywalker, alright? He already had a lot of scenes that were either partially shot or even written at the very least for Episode 9. And that was also deleted by Kathleen Kennedy, but she doesn't even want Hayden Christensen to have a small cameo in the Acolyte series. It really does anger a lot of fans. The fact that Kathleen Kennedy even said this a couple of months ago, that she does not believe in Star Wars Legends. In fact, there's nothing to really take from Star Wars Legends because basically it doesn't exist. She essentially said, word for word, that there is no source material. And I think that right then and there, it tells us what kind of person that she really is. She's going to do whatever she wants to do. She doesn't care about the fans. She does not care about the lore and what it stands for and what's so important about Star Wars. So here we are, it is the end of August, alright? We're in the final days of August. As we approach September, which is going to be a big month, that's when The Mandalorian Season 3 begins filming. October, keep your eyes open, is when the marketing of the Book of Boba Fett is going to begin in order to get fans hyped up for its December release. So, Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker to appear in the Acolyte series would have been spectacular. I know that the Acolyte is a tainted TV show right now because Leslye Headland is attached. It's going to focus primarily on identity politics. And again, guys, I'm very hopeful about the future of Star Wars. It's not all about the bad and the negative. It really isn't. I'm not one to focus primarily on the bad and the negative all the time. But there is a part of that within the franchise still that I believe needs to diminish quickly. So, we got the Kenobi show, we got Mando, we've got Ahsoka, we've got, of course, a young Luke Skywalker TV show that's going to be announced by this November, dubbed as Star Wars Jedi Knight. A lot of things are happening. I mean, let's not, make a mistake here, that a lot of things are happening with the Star Wars universe, and I cannot wait to see exactly what the fans have in store, for how they're going to react to Jon and Dave's treatment of this new EU. So, what's really exciting all the more is the fact that, yes, given that Hayden is still attached to that Kenobi series, which is great news, he's also attached to the Ahsoka series, which is also great news. But this one in particular was going to involve a younger version of Yoda, and that was going to involve an ancient world that would feature a Jedi temple and giving us a pure vision of the Chosen One / Anakin Skywalker. I think it would have been great to actually have had that thrown in there, and the fact that this was originally agreed between George and Kennedy, it just goes to show you that she backstabbed him again. She does not care. And we're going to be learning more about this in the coming days, so stay tuned, guys. Again, the Acolyte series is going to begin filming in early 2022, so keep your eyes open for that. We're going to learn more about, exactly what's going on. So, anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to